And I have to say that after spending 4 months travelling round Ireland over 2 trips, there's many memorable places that will forever be in my head. And this one is right up there.
Good morning. So we've woken up to bright sunshine. It's very chilly, but the wind and the rain has dropped overnight, and we've woken up to this fantastic place. We're still on Achill Island. We're up at the far end. There's a little lock here, and I can't remember the name of the lock. I'll put it on the screen. And there's a little car park here for walkers. There's only just us here, and it's a fantastic view.
Well, as you may or may not know, Loch Corrymore, also known as Corrymore Lake, was the filming location for a poignant scene in the movie The Banshees of Inisherin. And it's time to go, and we can't delay it anymore. It's time to leave this beautiful island that has imprinted so many visions in our memories. We've already had breakfast.
It's 12:10. I wish it was 12:10. 10:10. And I had to fill up for petrol. And I saw these.
It's 10:15. I've had cereal, big sausage roll, and a bounty.
Saturday's snack day.
Yeah, Saturday. It's Saturday, so that just.
Same as Sunday.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the weekend, so it needs celebrating. We decide to take the Southern Coast Road for one last look at what the Atlantic is doing today. I said to Stu, it's a good job he's driving. I get mesmerised by the waves and we'd be off a cliff, honestly. And we decide to drop off Billy the Bag once again before we embark on the next leg of the trip. So that's another €8 for our rubbish. What?
Yeah, so because we're about to go off again, and I won't be able to get to any civic amenities for several days. It ain't worth trying to fight it.
No, it's not. Just wish they'd have smaller bin bags. Rates. And back we go again through the familiar town of Newport that seems to have appeared in the last few episodes. Just had 2 people flashes. We've just been through a speed trap. First one we've seen while we've been here. To be honest, we don't break the speed limit anyway, but it was nice to know.
I just parked up for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Before we go and watch the match with the locals.
Can't wait.
I got my Welsh shirt on.
But he won't be showing it.
I might take my Republic of Ireland flag in the bag just in case I have to get it out.
Yeah. If you want to see a rainbow, come to Ireland. I have never seen...
One a day.
Yeah. Not only have I never seen so many rainbows, I've never seen the bottom of a rainbow. And that's all you see here is the bottom of the rainbow. And then you look 2 seconds later, they're gone. I just got my camera out to take a picture and it just gone. The landlady was actually saying that during winter months, it's good for the locals to get the odd traveller in because it's someone new for them to talk to.
Changes the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, we had a conversation about it.
Yeah.
We were talking about the royal family, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think they'd be interested
No,
in. They brought it up, not us.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoke about films and talked about the peat. So they told us about the peat, so we understood that a lot more.
Yeah.
Which was good.
And we also heard the other day, didn't we, about how hard it was to get builders.
Yeah, it was on the radio. They're trying to encourage getting builders back into the country. Obviously, a lot of Irish builders have gone abroad, I guess, for the money at the end of the day. And I think there's a shortage now back in Ireland, so they're trying to encourage them back. I don't know if there's an incentive at all, but there's definitely a campaign to get them back. I think if I had my time over, and I'd had the money, to be honest, I'd have considered Ireland as a location to move to a few years ago, but that's all he said.
Yeah, it's a bit more difficult now because, you know, our kids have all grown up, obviously, and got their own families, and
they're elsewhere.
It would be harder for them to get to come and see us. And Ireland might not want us.
Yeah.
This morning we're just taking a quick drive out to, it's literally about 3 minutes from the pub we were at yesterday. Has it got a name?
Well, it's I'll put the name on the screen, but it's one of the many islands that's in this area. If you look on the map, there's just loads of islands, and apparently you get a good view. So we're going to go on local recommendation from the guy in the Buckfield Inn last night when we sat there watching Gaelic football. We watched the rugby first of all, and there was only us and the lad behind the bar who opened up for us, especially.
Yeah, so a few things. You have to go to the Buckfield bar. It's just great.
Is it Paul, is it?
It's Paul, yeah. Lovely, really lovely chap. First of all, check what time they open, because we arrived an hour early, and bless them, they didn't even tell us. They just opened for us, and we didn't know.
Yeah, the mother opened the front door and just said, yeah, going in.
And
we didn't realise.
If you do visit, the pub door's on the left. Don't go in the right one where Stu went, because that's their house.
Yeah.
They were just so lovely. That we've been back, so that was our second visit. Yeah, but we arrived at 1 o'clock, so we do apologise, Paul, and your mum, your lovely mum. And we had a great time.
Yeah, we sat and watched the rugby, Ireland versus Wales, but there was only us there, nobody else came in. Then suddenly at 5 o'clock, not suddenly, there was a match, a Gaelic football match. And that seemed to attract most of the locals. And suddenly the bar was half full at that point, wasn't it?
So if you're in this area, you have to visit the Buckfield Inn.
Yeah, thumbs up for them.
Yeah.
It's sort of north-west of Westport, probably by about 20 minutes, I'd guess, but you'll see it. It's in a place called Buckfield, and that's the name of the village area anyway.
Apparently it's left. Right, left. First left.
Left.
Second left.
Left.
Found what he was talking about. Left.
Right, here's the causeway.
Left.
You can't go across to the island.
You go. Oh.
It's that island over there. I think he said a causeway, and I think you walk across the causeway. Unless, there's a car down there.
Oh, there's a car.
Car going across there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Ooh.
It's coming our way.
You would never know this was.
No, this is never going to be found.
Yeah. I'm surprised we found it.
Only because you can't get to it.
Poor blimey.
So he says you go across the causeway.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Stop it. Is it that bad?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you wouldn't want to meet another car, would you? If you couldn't reverse.
For walkers.
Over there. Thank you. Sorry about that.
We were recommended by locals that this is a lovely view round here.
Beautiful up there, up the hill, it's really nice.
So he said, you've got to go across this causeway. We go, okay.
So we go past.
You
can pass around the yellow house up the
but
hill.
maybe you should park here.
Park
because
here.
then I'm not sure how you turn up at the hill.
There's no easy turn. I should walk up there.
Well, not with this.
No.
I don't know. Maybe you. I don't drive, so I don't know. But yeah, you better park at the bottom.
Park at the bottom
Yeah,
there.
at the
There's the
bottom there.
boat and you can walk up.
Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's very bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the sea all coming over here.
Oh my God.
So the causeway disappears possibly.
We then get a FaceTime call from our family living in Amsterdam, so we quickly park up. And Stu does his grumpy routine for our grandson Milo.
Chicka-bum, 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 chicka-bum.
And I can only imagine that's very entertaining for a 1-year-old. We then perform a live tour on FaceTime as we share a glimpse into our trip. Oh my God.
That house there is on its own island.
Oh.
It's got its own causeway.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is a bit steep. I didn't realise it was this bad.
Afterwards, we return back to the top of the steep hill. Jesus. Oh God. Okay, let's stop here a minute. But what views await us? Oh my God, he was right.
So this was the recommended view from the locals. There's a house there, got its own little causeway, and it sits on its own island. I don't know if you can see there. Goes all the way over there. What a fantastic view. Great recommendation. And there's start to see all the little islands. I don't know how many islands there are, but there's a huge amount of them. If you look on the map, there's Harry.
It's time to head back the way we came over that narrow causeway and get on with the day. We can't thank the chap enough. I hope he sees this. For telling us about that spot. It was just incredible. We got such a surprise when we went up. Although he had told us how spectacular it was, but
I don't think I'd want to come down here in a 7-foot rig, mind you.
yeah.
Or a wide rig because of the causeway.
We we drive through the pretty town of Westport, stopping briefly for provisions as we've booked in for a treat today. We are splashing out on a Sunday lunch, and with all the accolades we're expecting a bit of a culinary treat.
We did book online, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oops, still alive. That's my ultimate nightmare. You don't chew them, do you? Oh, you do?
That's oysters you're looking at.
Oh,
No, oysters is my words, not mine.
yeah.
See, those great big ones we had last time.
Oh, yeah.
And then these are like at the other end. And these are really, so these are really sweet and tasty.
I often wonder if I would be allergic to them.
Let's not try.
No, I know, but you have to have had something once to be allergic to it,
Have it now.
I believe. Yeah, shall we have it now? I've got my EpiPens.
Get allergic now.
Yeah. I've opted for the soup, which I don't know why I do that, because it fills you up so much by the time your main meals come. Goodness, what's that? It's soaked in.
There's pear or plum.
It's pear. I wonder where it's soaked in. That was called the Tavern. It's nice to see. It's only been open like an hour and a half. And the place is absolutely jam-packed. And their food was sublime. Really nice. Not the cheapest of places, but then again, you could do a cheaper meal.
I don't think it was bad for
No, it wasn't actually. Yeah. When we worked out per head, it was only two of us, so it wasn't hard. It was just specific.
It wasn't a pub meal. It was
No, it wasn't.
It was a restaurant meal.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference.
However, soon after we are pulled up short and reminded how life is very different now to a traumatic period of Irish history. As not far up the road from the restaurant is a famine memorial and sculpture. We're travelling to a Target park-up situated in the Doolough Valley. The landscape changes from coastal scenes to dramatic hills and mountains in southwest Mayo. And I have to say that after spending 4 months travelling round Ireland over 2 trips, there's many memorable places that will forever be in my head. And this one is right up there. A brief photo stop draws our attention to a tragic story that sticks with us for the next few days. Nestled between towering mountains and a serene lake, Doolough Valley is a place of breathtaking beauty. But beneath its stunning landscape lies a haunting past. A story of desperation, loss and a tragic chapter of Ireland's Great Famine. In March 1849, hundreds of starving people from the town of Louisburg set out on a desperate journey. They were ordered to appear before officials in Delphi to beg for food. They walked over 12 miles, through harsh wind and rain, weak from hunger. And unfortunately, when they arrived, they were turned away. and they were forced to make the long journey back. And as you might expect, many never made it home. Exhausted and starving, they collapsed along this very road, their bodies claimed by hunger and the freezing cold. Today, Doolough Valley stands as a silent witness to their suffering, a reminder of Ireland's darkest days. You just can't imagine. I mean, it's cold and windy today and we've got coats on. And we're in a van. I just can't imagine what it was like for them. Unbelievably, although you can't see it, there's actually a house nestled in there, which is probably the only little road off since we've come through the mountains.
So this is the bottom end of Doolough. Wind's picked up a bit. We were going to carry on further on, to be perfectly honest, to park up, but there's a nice little spot here that's a bit off the road, so we're going to stay here the night. And just behind me here, so just there behind me now, that's Ben Gorm. So some fantastic mountains around here. And we're going to move more into probably the Connemara mountains tomorrow. So it's Sunday today. I've had a lovely meal. We treated ourselves. We decided we're going to have one good slap up restaurant meal a trip. So we've just had that. I was at the tavern just outside of Westport. Beautiful place, got lots of awards. So I had a couple of courses there. I had my mussels to start off with and a duck. That was really, really nice. And we're just going to hunker down for the afternoon, really, or for the evening.
Stu's just found out that
It's not a cup holder.
no. Well, we had Andre in there, the azalea, so it's good for plants.
Perfect for hobnobs.
This is a man who couldn't eat another thing an hour ago.
I didn't have sweet though.
Look at that cloud.
Go on down there. It doesn't look real, does it?
No.
Like a 3D image. Well, it is 3D.